Hello everybody, it's Pluto Man here again. Happy new month. It's the 1st of August, so pensioner punch and all that. White rabbits. I'm not quite sure what else you're supposed to say. This is a pot limit Omaha 8 tournament that I've just started. It's been going for 5 minutes. Just joined it. Sometimes I feel a bit clueless in this tournament, despite my best efforts to get a grip on it, handle on it. So anyway, I've just been away. This is my first tournament for 2 weeks. I spent about 11-12 days sort of travelling around Romania, actually. Extraordinarily beautiful country. And I'm still in Romania. I'm back in Timișoara, back home. This is home, as far as I'm concerned. Where it is hot again. One of the great things about being away from this part of the country was the drop in temperature. This damn thing just doesn't want to go away. A lot better than it was, but what I didn't do. Where is it? I have to go. Help. Where the help? The reason I did that was because there was a setting in that. Big hand here. Double suited too. It's a setting that can change, that can make everything pretty much crash. Not exactly what I want. I don't even think there's any point in c-betting here. If I was in position, I think I'd try it, but I'm just going to give up on this one. Just like exactly what you don't want. There we go. Yeah. It's not a good hand. Like a 3 look I do. 3 high, 1 low, don't like it. What have I flopped here? Basically nothing. So I got very used to Romanian trains. I got very used to monasteries, churches, what else? But big pot there. And I've got a big hand again here. It's got some nice qualities that the previous one didn't have. Okay, do I want to 3-bet this? Maybe I'm gonna. Okay, no, I don't need to 3-betting very often. Let's check. Have 2 pair. Okay. Do I donk this? Maybe, because I don't have. Maybe I'll bet. I do have 3. There's a. Yeah, that'll do. Wonder what he had there. There's a possibility I was going to be beaten on the river. I might have actually been out of the tournament. Who knows? But maybe had a worse flush. Yeah, we had the second nut flush. Ooh, interesting. Whether that was a good value bet on the river, I actually don't know. I think you were in a slightly awkward position there. Plus, you had a low draw too. I think I was a bit lucky that the... What am I saying? What am I saying? So, yeah. Should I have just potted the river? Thing is, I'm obviously a little bit confused by all the full houses you can have. I've got the fourth full house, haven't I? So, anyway, enough to raise this up. That's double suited, with ace 3. Broadway potential, maybe. I'm still gonna see about this. On top and bottom, not exactly wonderful, but it's alright. Got 10 assists back again. So I was talking shit on the previous hand, the one where I had the full house on the river. I had I guess you call it an underfull, do you? It gets me. There are 6 possible full houses you can have. I had the 4th. But yeah, basically nothing. Crappy low draw, nothing for high. Let it go. There's nothing for high. There's any point defending here. Something slightly better, like a 4 or something instead of the 8. 6 even. King even. It's if it folds around to me, just min. Oh, he's min raising all the damn time. I'm gonna put a note here. I wonder what he's min raising. I'm not gonna get involved with this actually. Min opens a lot. Open min raises a lot. Brings it. That hand where I had I turned the flush and then made a full house on the river. Nice Badoogie here. Always make lots of nice Badoogies in this game. Yeah, had pretty good weather on the whole. First day when I went to Yash, so I had 4 nights in Yash. Didn't quite know what to make of the city really. About the same size as Timisoara. Oh dear. Yeah, aces didn't hold up there. It's quite often he's going to get it all in here. As well, as good as he can. Did you just fold there? Interesting. 68%, 82.5. But he makes them both. Oh, she had 3 aces and 3 sevens there. Good hand here. Ace 4 5. Got some. Try and put him all in here or something. I don't know. Get a bit of money in here. Oh well, it's just what I'm gonna do. Slight underdog, got slight favourite. Oh, and I win. Okay, only a small pot because he was so short. Anything's welcome. Basically a flip there, actually. Basically a flip. This one go. The 2-2 really harms this hand. Interesting that he folded there to my raise, and then he back raised or he limp re-raised all in there. What exactly did he have? So he had some. He didn't have a bad hand. I mean, I had better low potential. He had better high potential. So we were basically flipping. And I managed to make the win high and low. Very lucky to hit that 4 on the river. And there are all sorts of things he could have hit. Flush draw there. Yeah, he's min raising again. I need to start 3-betting him if I have something decent. Don't need to raise very much in that position. 2-2's harm us a little bit. What I'll do, I'm gonna bet just over half the pot. See what happens. Oh, he folds. That's interesting. Just a simple C, but I had something. I had that pair. This one go. I've actually had some decent hands. It's damn, all this Qatar I've got in my throat is really unpleasant. It must be unpleasant for anybody who's watching this. I'm really sorry about this. I really apologise. The city of Yash. It might be. I think the population might be slightly bigger than Timisoara. It's very similar. Yash, Cluj, or Cluj-Napoca, to give it its full name, and Timisoara. They're pretty much, those 3 cities are pretty much tied for Romania's second city. We have the runaway winner as Bucharest, of course, with about 2 million people. The rest are all sort of 300 and something thousand. A bit more, most a little bit more. It's not a fantastic hand, this. Maybe ace 3-4, it's not suited. Probably fold to a 3-bet. But yeah, you've got ace 3-4. Some potential. Still has some potential. I've got all sorts of stuff going on here. So 60% of the pot. And I also have the ace as well. The ace of spades, which it's a nut flush blocker, which is useful too. So I've actually got up to 5,000. And I have had some good hands. I feel like I've been playing okay. A bit lucky so far. There's a couple of people on this table who already have more chips than me. That's a really unpromising hand. Even more unpromising now. So my train trip to Yash from Timisoara took 15 hours. I was delighted that it arrived on time. I really didn't expect it to. I set off just before 7 in the morning. Got there just before 10 in the evening. I was fully expecting it to be 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, you know, middle of the night by the time I got there. But I didn't. It was on time. In fact, all the trains were pretty much on time. I was actually very impressed. I mean, they're slow and they often do have delays, but I think I just got lucky. So Romania is it's not a huge country. But it's not tiny either. It's about the same size as the UK. Very similar. I think the UK is, I'm talking in area, of course, is slightly bigger, like a couple of percent bigger. If you take Northern Ireland out of the equation, in Romania, it's actually bigger than bigger than Great Britain. Basically, you might as well say they're the same size. But Romania somehow feels bigger, and that's because of the relatively lacking infrastructure, which means that no matter what you do, it takes you a long time to get anywhere. As I said, to go 800 kilometers, 500 miles, took 15 hours by train. they don't provide anything for you on the train. That was the real negative. It absolutely seems like a no-brainer to give you a, to have a beer cart or something. Don't like this. On the bus, I'd probably raise it up. 3 clubs, that doesn't help. The ace being suited maybe to the jack or some. Sorry, ace. Well, any of the other cards, would have been interested, I suppose. But I'm actually going to open limp. I don't like open limping anything, but it's a sort of hand that does have potential. It's speculative, and okay, it's just min raising, so I'm happy. He's probably got an ace. Now I've got 4 ways. So what I did here, see what happens. Whoa, 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 okay. Maybe. Is he gonna bet? Is he gonna bet? Please bet, somebody. Please bet. Somebody bet, please. Somebody please. Come on, there's only one person who can bet. That's 10 assist. I might just cool here. Now look what I've got. Whack, okay. Wow. I only get a quarter of the pot. That's disappointing. Disappointing. It's had a lot of equity there, surely. Well, I only had, what, 29% there 3 ways. I was really disappointed. I thought I don't know what to do there, honestly. Yeah, this one goes. That was a bit of a disappointment. So you got half the pot. How did you get half the pot? Okay, so you had... Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate to run into 2-3 there. The fact that you only min raised, yeah, pre-flop with that. I put a bit more money in there, but wow. 5-7 was in play. I didn't expect someone to have 5-7, honestly. I was worried by, well, and then he made the flush on the river too. So yeah, I was worried about the flush, certainly. You need to obviously think about exactly everything that's out there. Like with a min raising, maybe I should have just called the flop. I think a lot of money was going in there regardless. Fold that. So I dropped back a little bit there. I need to actually. This all happens so quickly, this game. You need to think about everything that's out there. 5-7 could be out. The trouble is I don't want to be thinking about monsters under the bed all the time. I was certainly thinking about the 2 flush draws out there. And I should probably sort of vocalise a little bit more what I actually have. I have a this, I have a that, there's a this draw, there's a that draw. Rather than just sort of meandering through is what I've been doing so far. Well, this is a decent hand. I've got Broadway potential, I have wheel potential. Don't need to raise it up very much on the bottom. 10 assists, lost some money there, didn't he? As I did. Now, what do I have? I have gut shot, I have a flush draw, I have backdoor low potential. I actually have quite a lot going on here, but I'm just going to call. Gut shot's really, so not gut shot, the open ender is really useful. That's not exactly what I wanted to see. Let's check this back. Lucky that it got checked. Now, I end up with nothing, which happens. Okay. So you end up taking that down. With just your, what did you have? Ha! So really, basically everybody got nothing there. You just had a slightly better nothing than us two. There's also people here I haven't seen before. 10 assist I have seen before. A single draw. Oh, that was actually a cash single draw. Yeah. Just about when I started last December. So here to. I'm just going to call you. Got position on him, which is useful. The thing I don't like about it is that the ace isn't suited. That's not what I want to see. I mean, I do have. I've just got a gut shot here to the Broadway. That's not worth fighting for, I don't think. I'm misspeaking a lot here. Last time I said I had a gut shot and I meant I had an open ender, and I'm like, oh dear. I knew what I meant. Nothing here. Oh, sorry. It must be annoying for everybody to have to put up with this. I've got 78,000 people watching this, so you must really hate what I'm doing with my throat. Trust me, it's a lot better than it was. On the 1st of July instead of the 1st of August. Nothing. We're still in the early stages here. Just gonna. Oh god. Nothing to get too excited about. Got 2 wheel cards, 2 Broadway cards. It seems to like min open raising all the time, but I think a narrower range. Okay, maybe I'll write this down. August 21. Open raises. Narrow-ish range. And nothing here. August 21. Wow. It's amazing to think we're now to August. We're about 60% of the way through this year. It's just. It has. It's really raced by. This year has. Absolutely raced by. This is why I feel like I need to make something happen. I've been. Yeah, it's been a bit of a nothing year, this, in a lot of ways so far. But. Project, this book I'm in the middle of writing or attempting to write. I've then got, so I want to spend, well, tomorrow's Monday, so tomorrow's I'm getting back down to action. 15 hours a week on that. And also 10 hours a week learning languages, or so it was actually that's one really good thing about this trip was that my Romanian managed to speak quite a bit of Romanian. Oh, then we've got Kent. Oh god, look, he's got at least 7 classes. Every time I see him, he's got a ton of chips. Does he ever not have a ton of chips? Raised to 2.5 times. Not loving it though. Ah, so he's going for a Canadian, very Canadian name. He's going for A, which is what Canadians have a habit of saying after every sentence, and Z. He's using Z, so from A to Z. Now I've got a nice hand here. I've got to have to bet this. 9. Real possibilities. I've got counterfeit protection. Now, so he could have ace 2 5 6. He could have all sorts of stuff here. Just ace 2 5. I mean, what I mean. Okay, just call this one up. He's donked into me here. I'll probably just call this too. I expect to get half, but maybe we're gonna get a quarter. Pots this, I still have to call. Oh no, we split. Okay, that's alright. Quite happy with that. The problem, he had basically no high at all, and well, so was that a bluff? That was interesting. He had nothing. Wow. The thing is, it still beat my nothing. But unfortunately, I didn't make some kind of high there. But it'd be interesting to see what I'd have done if I'd raised, but I thought he would have bet there if he hadn't bet. Betting a third of the pot, small bet. Ah, finally, I think I got rid of what was in there. That helps. Oh. Does help. Disconnected, that's a bit of a pain, isn't it? Maybe just for deception almost. Okay. There we go. So only four-handed. It's a bit of a pain. I mean, it's a nice sitting out. It looks like he's disconnected, which is a horrible thing to happen. So apart from 10-2, this one goes well. I think that he just probably should have raised him there actually. Nice back. Okay. Won that. Yeah. Small raise here. 2.5 times. I'm not loving this though, honestly. Maybe I should stay out of the way for something like this, but it gives me a. I don't like this one. Maybe I'm getting this all wrong, but I really don't like that hand. No suits. Button, I think I'd raise it, and everything else. 5-6 has something going for it. So yeah, this Canadian, he's using the A and the Z. It's very sort of linguistic. It's a very linguistic name. I have to call here. 5-1. I'd like to see an ace come on a 3 cam or something. Well, I actually have a 2 pair. 3 pair? What am I? I've actually got 3 pair. But I'm only going to have the way. So that's not. Don't like this hand very much. He's potting it there. I very rarely pot things pre-flop. Wow. So it's ace 2-3, ace something. Let's see. Probably get the money in there. Funny, interesting flop this. It's unlikely to have helped either of their hands. Oh, it just... Oh god. Everything's going in here. Wowee. Oh. You see? See, you like run out there. You see this a lot. I'm gonna fold here because I don't have... It's not suited, but I think that might be a bit tight what I did there. That would have been an awkward flop for me because got a pair, got second nut low draw, a little bit of everything, gut shot, to the crappy end. So the thing to think about here is that he was low. Someone's more likely to pot with rubbish or not rubbish, or a mediocre hand or a less than stellar hand if they just lost a big pot. Lost, I don't know, 70% of the chips or whatever on the previous hand. He's potting it again here. And, you're going to fold this, are you? Oh, you do. God. What was the turn card again? Oh, we didn't see the turn card. So 747, flying along here. I'll ever take a 747 again. I don't think I'll ever take a... Might be a while before I take any sort of plane again. It was funny actually. I told people, two people actually. I told them that I'm taking a train from Timisoara to Yash. Two people. The second one, it was even more vehement about this. That's just a horrible hand. Even with those sorts of odds. Oh, actually, I would have had a straight flush, gut shot, draw. Fun. But yeah, two people told me, what the hell are you doing taking a train? Why don't you fly? Well, there are no flights available. Why don't you fly? Why don't you fly? Fly. Like everyone's got to be flying everywhere, and I'm not anti-flying, but, well, I kind of am. Environmental damage that it does, and just, flying is stressful. So my polka has gone. Wow, you've got a massive stack here now. You've been obviously getting a bit lucky. So you raised under the gun. It's under the gun beforehand. I'll fold this as well. I feel like maybe I'm being a bit tight. 2760. Gonna call, but not a huge fan. You might pop this or something. Ooh, interesting flop. So I've just got the 3 4s at the moment. So bottom set. I'm going to fold this actually, so I've got no low possibilities to speak of. Drawing to make a full house, really. Now there's a straight draw out there, there's a flush draw out there, there's a Broadway out there, there's low draws out there still, a low draw out there, just... Okay. Yeah, if flying is kind of stressful. I'm not so much the being in the air bit, but everything you have to do, well, at the airport. It depends. I mean, it's not always stressful. I actually think flying from Timisoara to Yash would have been fairly pain-free, to be honest. But I mean, you also don't know what extra hoops you have to jump through with the whole COVID thing. Anyway, I decided to take a train just because you get to see a lot more. The thing I didn't like about it was they don't provide anything. I had prepared myself for that, with loaded up on things to eat and drink and stuff, but really, it's a no-brainer for them to have like some kind of trolley or whatever. And well, it just doesn't make any sense not having that. Just, I mean, after it's the 10-hour point of a train journey. Who doesn't want a beer? I mean, come on. We start gagging for one then, but no can do. So I brought my own beer, which I could have done. People certainly do that kind of thing. There's another thing someone said, but there'll be drunk people on the train. There'll be drunk people on the train. Well, maybe. Get drunk people on planes too. I know what he means though. It's sort of, it's the second guy I spoke to about this. These are both of my students. It's the same man. This is a student who actually lives in the UK. So he says they just bought a house in the UK too for nearly £600,000. So we're talking. And I have absolutely no idea how he's done that. This is him and his wife. They have. He's quite a bit younger than me. I think he's 10 years younger than me. It's quite a bit, isn't it? 31. He's 31. He's got his wife. They've got a son. They've also got another kid coming on the way. And somehow they've managed to they moved to the UK 3.5 years ago now, and somehow they've just managed to buy a house for 575 or something. I've got no idea how that works. Absolutely no idea. I guess maybe his wife's family's got some money behind them or something. I've got no idea. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. But I guess the sort of guy. This one goes up. So I'm actually not playing a lot of hands at the moment. Sort of guy spending. Who's. And this, I'm going to let this go too. I think I would have even let it go on the button, just four suits. The sort of guy who does that is probably not the sort of guy who takes slow trains across Romania, I'm guessing. So after making a good start to the tournament, it's been a little bit, dropped back a bit. He's been pretty inactive actually, since he had that big hand where he lost. A lot of chips, got a little bit back on the very next hand, I think. But he got it all in with his aces. That's a problem. I've seen a lot of forums posts. I think there's 2+2+2 had a lot of content. You can go right back. On this game as a sub forum. It's pretty much dead now, unfortunately. But you go back 10 years, 8 years, whatever. A lot of content there. And I'll let this one go as well, actually. You see a lot of people ask, how did I play this hand? What did I do wrong here? Was this okay? Was it? And like half the time, someone's got pocket aces. It's like, I think it feels to me that pocket aces are overrated in this game. I think it's probably a hold'em mentality. They think, well, they've got the best. Obviously, it's the best hold'em hand. It's a big favourite against absolutely any other hand in hold'em. So surely it must be a big favourite here too, against any other hand, and it's just not. So you kind of, okay. I'm going to fold this as well, just because the hand is that bad. But like I've been kind of a bit card dead lately. The last sort of it's probably only been 10 minutes actually. But I got the impression there that people were overplaying aces a lot. You've got ace, queen, 5, good hand, and then the flop comes, I don't know, king, 9, 3. Suddenly it doesn't look so good anymore. You've got pocket aces in hold'em and the flop comes king, 9, 3. You're still looking in pretty good shape. And I guess the reason for that is that, you look at the sort of hands people play in hold'em, you got kings and king 9, say. Someone has to specifically have kings or king 9. Pocket 9s, of course. Pocket 3s, whatever. The hands that go ahead of you, there are a few of them, and there are a few obviously in 08 as well, but someone's much more likely to have that. Oh, so he's gone, oh dear. I wonder if he's going to come back. I wasn't watching, I was thinking about how this game compares to Hold'em regarding aces and whatever. The thing is, someone's much more likely to have a combination of 2 cards that beats yours on any particular flop in this game. Because when you have 4 cards, you actually have 6 2-card combinations, if you think about it. So instead of having 1 2-card combination, you have 6. I mean, that makes an enormous difference. So that monster under the bed, it kind of is under the bed that much more often here. Like that time I saw with the 7-5, I didn't think someone would have 7-5. Often would. And the other thing to think of here, just not playing any hands. When was the last time I actually played a hand? It's been a while. Been a long time. It's been so inactive, and it kind of makes me think, well, maybe I'd quite like a table move. What happened with the one where Kent got knocked out? What happened with him there? What was his hand? Oh, he had a big hand there, but didn't help him. You see, this is the other thing. Play out. This from A to Z has been. So okay, so he's. Let this one go. Oh, I'm going to min range this actually. Not a huge fan. Just popping over now. Okay. Not a good flop for me. Some bets into me, but well, I guess simply because he's giving me 6 to 1 immediately. 7 to 1, what am I saying? 8 if you come in as well. Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, well that's changed things a little bit. Alright, low draw, nut low draw. And make my nut low. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I'll just. I'm gonna hope I get half this 3-way pot. Well, I do. Yeah. And what do I get there? I get 3/4. Oh, wowee. I didn't see that coming. That was a nice one to end on. last time before the break. I didn't see myself getting 3/4 of a two-way pot. I was expecting to get half a three-way pot. Anyway, that's break time. 5 minutes. I'll be back.